The lessons are simple, clear, and well-defined. They come right out of our basic values. Winning pays, losing has consequences, nothing substitutes for preparation. Life isn't fair, and neither is the battlefield. Even the smallest details matter. We are a brotherhood. Rourke, Denver.
What's up, internship class? I know our assignment for the past month was to read a book and conduct a book talk. Well, my book was Worth Dying For, A Navy SEAL's Call to the Nation by a Navy SEAL, Rourke, Denver. It's an autobiography by Denver and his personal experiences. In the book, he shares his personal stories, anecdotes about his life and training, and all the things each and every person should know about leadership, mentality, and just how to live a better life. I would give this book a rating out of 4.8 out of 5. It was a very good read. It was only 230 pages. Felt like I blasted right through it. Loved every minute of it.
A little PSA before I continue this video. I managed to delete the video twice and I had to recreate it both times. I learned that Androids and Apple phones just don't get along, and I hate technology. But now back to the book.
Let's talk about what's actually inside the book. I mean the pages, what the book is about. It's an action-packed novel where Rourke really talks about his inner thoughts. By this I mean he references former ancient Greek philosophers. He mentions our founding fathers and their mentalities. He mentions Winston Churchill a lot in the opening chapters. He uses all this historical to back up his own personal opinions on how to act as a human being and how to think positively and productively. I really liked how he took it upon himself to write this book because he was saying everything that no one really was. No one wants to touch upon the touchy subjects of how to kill right. That is actually one of the chapters of the book, if you don't believe me. Page 91. That's just one of the pages of that chapter. I know it touches upon many political arguments inside the book and talks about how we should just come together closer as a people. We are all human beings, and I really love that about the book. Interesting feature about this book is that at the end of each chapter it has a little section called Trident Takeaways. It really reminds the reader of what they just read and recapped the important parts that Denver really wants the reader to hone in on and remember. Here's an example of a Trident takeaway. Leaders have plans and execute it. Leaders build support for themselves and their ideas. Leaders never hold themselves above those they lead.
Here's another Trident takeaway that I really reminisced with. Heroes turn up in unexpected places. Heroes are never perfect. Allow for that. And choose your heroes by the qualities you admire. Heroism is a big topic in senior English classes, so it was very cool to see it turn up in a book about mentality and personal characteristics.
It's also good to think that you have forced notes. I know when I read some books about bettering myself or like gaining confidence, I used to read a lot of books like that a couple of years ago. The author would actually instruct you to take notes throughout the story. So I have some books just full of pen, and now they're actually typed on the page, which is nice. I really feel the need that I should go in depth about the author, Rourke Denver. Denver is a Navy SEAL commander and author of the New York Times bestseller Damn Few. He was actually awarded the Bronze Star for valorous action in combat. I know this is many civilians don't know how much of a big deal this is, but that's a huge achievement. And more about his background, he is an honor graduate of the United States Army Ranger School and holds a BA from Syracuse University, where he was actually an All-American lacrosse player and captain of the varsity lacrosse team. I was attracted to this Broke Denver book because I really want to serve in the military and specifically become a Navy SEAL, which I know might sound crazy to some people, but I know my classmates in the internship understand how invested I am into becoming a Navy SEAL. So this was a great read for me, and I highly recommend this book. And to end this book talk, I'd like to share a review from the one and only John Cena. An inspiring must-read should be mandatory for anyone looking for guidelines to become a better human being. He just summed up my book talk in a sentence. So, hope you guys will read this book. It's a great read. Highly recommend, like I said before. And peace out.